Good day, this is Project NSFW No Scrap Food Waste. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, if food waste was treated as a country, it would be the third largest contributor of greenhouse gas emissions all over the world, next to China and the United States. In the Philippines, the FNRI estimated that 1,717 tons of food is wasted every day. Food waste generally ends up in the same landfill as dry waste, and this becomes harmful to the general public as methane gases are produced during the decomposition process of biodegradable items, especially food. Our team identified that the change in mindset and the push to reduce the amount of food waste in landfills can start within the first Balfour organization. Specifically in the later project, there are around 700 employees currently working in this site. Upon discussion with the project team, the site creates about 2 to 3 cubic meters of biodegradable waste per month, where at most 50% comes from food. Our proposed solution is to put up a system where food will be collected and composted using bokashi technology. When compared to traditional composting, which usually takes between 3 months to a year, bokashi composting only takes around 4 to 6 weeks to complete the composting process. Another benefit of bokashi composting is that it is simple to set up and only needs a small amount of space. The overall process starts in the first Balfour project sites, where the food waste needs to be collected and segregated into containers. After a certain level, bokashi bran will then be placed inside the container to start the initial processing and decomposition of the food waste. When the containers are full and are ready for the next step, it will then be transported to the areas under the local government units and/or partner organizations for final processing and use. We have identified that the LGU near our later project is already mobilizing a food waste processing area. Our team will work for the first few months gathering data on the actual food waste created on-site, as well as the planning and implementation with discussions with the LGU and the processes involved. Around the third month, procurement and setup of the collection area will commence. Months 4 to 5 will be the actual pilot project execution, and by the 6th month, the data will be reviewed and assessed for its feasibility and any adjustments needed. We see this initiative creating an impact, as this will reduce the amount of food waste that will be dumped in various sanitary landfills. We estimate at most 1 cubic meter of food waste per month will be removed from said landfills. This initiative will also create strategic partnerships with different local government units and organizations that will strengthen our connections with the various stakeholders involved in the vicinity of our construction projects. Lastly, we see Project NSFW increasing the awareness of our employees, along with their families and communities, on the importance of proper waste management and introducing the concept and method for bokashi composting. If the pilot project is deemed successful, we see this project being scaled up by implementing this practice and process in the different construction sites and offices of First Balfour around the Philippines.